Yo, welcome to Maniac Collections 2050 podcast. Y'all know what time it is. I told you we keep dripping lava. Got my girl in the building, JUSBAM. Stop playing. We gonna take y'all back to the old rap city. Yo. That girl be spitting. I love when she come out and do her thing because guess what? Y'all need to have recognition of the rap game. Tell them, Bam.
Right. I need to just carry you around with me all the time. I love that intro. What's
It's going on.
Oh, my God.
I'm so happy you here.
I am so happy. I just want to say before we start, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Bam.
I remember when we first had a conversation.
Yes.
And you were telling me you wanted to do your podcast. And I just watch it, and I'm like, girl, you better go.
Thank you so much, Bam, because you know I was so sincere with that. And I was dedicated in being here with the members, you know, and just being dedicated to it because like you put your mind to it, you can do it.
You can do it.
And not only that, you know, you come up as a kid around so much, you know what I'm saying? It's like bring all that fear and pain into positivity and make it productive, you know?
And, you know, people come up all the time when we're doing work and they, oh, you do this, how you do that? And you can't, that first day I met you, you was like, I need to know. And then I think like the next day you had texted me, you was like, okay, I'm going to class next month.
Yes.
And then you would tell, I'm like, I'm in my second class. And then I was like, next time I saw you, was like, oh, okay, we're going to start recording. I'm like, you better go.
That's right.
People don't take advantage of those opportunities.
I know, and I'm so glad you speaking out. Y'all hear this from the truth, you know, that's really going through it, doing it. It shows you true determination, and it's okay if you don't like to do it, but guess what? I guaranteed you, in some part of your life, you've been wanting to do something. You want to do.
And you think you can't, or you scared,
you know,
or you weren't sure. And even in that, like even when I started my show, I had no idea what I was doing.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You have to learn and grow. And if you don't take that first step,
right,
you know,
you won't
ever do it.
That's
and
right.
Like, and you were one of the people I always said, Cam, like Tasha was for real. She was not playing. She was not just, oh, I want to see the Cam. You know, you was on it, and you've been going ever since.
And it's really, you know, I've been on it like that, Bam. I don't have people to, you know, ask me stuff, but that's because it's supposed to be about JUSBAM and Maniac Collections now. But I'm gonna give you that because it's determination and the will to show what I stand 10 toes down for. You know,
do.
And it's really for the better, you know what I'm saying? It's not to create no harm or to separate nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's the love and the affection that I have for the game.
An opportunity for the city to be seen.
You know what I'm saying?
An opportunity.
And I think that's very important because like you said, a lot of people might think they can do it. They don't go as far as the push until they come across good energy. You know what I'm saying? That uplift their spirit, that really let them know like, dang, I can do this.
Yeah,
you know
I got
what I'm
this.
saying?
Yeah.
And so me coming in kind of what you see, you work it and do what you do. And I'm like, God is align you with what your thoughts is. You know what I'm saying? So I was grateful to come in with y'all like that because as we know, we could get out here and we can have some people that's shun you, you know. They don't got to show you, you know. They feel like, hey, I had to do it this way, figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
And when we first met, you came with your brother. He was performing on my show, and you were I was like, yeah, come on. You know, I always try to be that type of person, even with the industry. When people say, like, how do you get these things? How do you do that? Okay, this is what you have to do.
Yes.
Like, here's what they look at. Here's what... And I tell a lot of underground artists, and even myself, I have to convince that you have to think beyond your city.
Yes.
You have to think beyond your family, your friends, the people who play your music. You got to think beyond that because if you start to look at yourself as a brand, and you start to walk in the presence, oh, I'm the same as Jeezy, I'm the same as all these other people, then you start to see what you need, and you go beyond that. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in that underground mode. We get stuck in we hustling. We making music. We doing shows. We hustling. But then you have to think about that business side. You have to go and look at those analytics.
That's right.
You know, you post every day, but what does that mean? Who are you reaching? What's your targeted audience? What's your demographic? Who follows you more? Tune into those people. And we do forget that sometimes.
And you're so right, you know, because you're so in the part of creating and just you know, I don't never worry about messing up because I always had a outcome. Just I have to do it myself. So I never worried about me messing up. I'm like, oh well, if I mess up, I'm gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Failure ain't an option.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Failure is
if I
just
do it this way, it's gonna learn me something. Something gonna let me know. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have did it like that. You know
that
what I'm
didn't
saying?
work.
Like,
So let's do that a different way. But don't quit.
Right.
Don't just stop
quit.
doing it because
Right.
that one thing didn't work.
Right.
Yeah. Don't
exactly.
do that.
Because
Don't
that's
do that.
really what's opening you up like a flower.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
And you never know. Maybe that thing when you tried it, the tactic you used, that wasn't the way to go. But then when you find the right way that fits you and you were happy,
man,
and then it just
starts.
works.
It just
It
flows.
It comes
it
to you.
flows.
It comes to
yes,
you.
it does, ma'am. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're right.
And I love it. Like, and I say we going to 2050. It's gonna really be beyond because I don't feel the age that I am now. You know what I'm saying?
Me, I know, girl. I got a lot of Peter Pan syndrome.
Man,
I do feel it.
It's like. And I'm living with that. I'm accepting that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know the age it is, but I accept the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not trying to be beyond better than nobody else. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
And I'm going to continue to do that because that's what my self-righteous power is. You know what I'm saying?
Even in your art, as you grow, your art grows with you. You mature. It's like me as a rapper. If I go back and listen to music I made in the early 90s, it's going to be different because my mind state was different. My situation was different. My my career was different. Even my kids were different. You know, they're grown and adult. So now I feel like I just gotta be me in the present. Somebody feel where I'm at, you know. Especially like people who've been on this journey with me and have stayed with me all these years. They like, yeah, we see where you at. We got you. I got you. Now you done stepped it up one. You know.
Yes, so that's right.
It makes you feel like people support you because if you look at the internet, everyone wants to talk about how you don't get support. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
My answer be, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
There are trillions of people in this world. And just because one person doesn't feel it or doesn't give you validation, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. No, that's for real. That's why I'm glad I take standards for myself. I don't go outside to worry about what nobody got to say.
Either.
Because guess what? I'm the one got to deal with
I got to deal with that. I got to look in the mirror every day.
It ain't you got to deal with it. You got to see what it's projecting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to always make sure I'm going to have myself doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's all that counts.
That's all that counts.
And if I post, I post. If I don't, I don't. But all I'm saying is tap in.
Right.
Right. Worry about when you see whatever
What's going on.
I really don't like to put out the forefront of what I'm working on anyways. I always like to be unexpected.
You going to see it when it's done.
Because that's another thing, too. I give you too much information. You're going to go try to critique the way to say, well, what's she going to do wrong? Versus is you just dropping it and you taking it for what it is. It's you like it or you cite it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and everybody got opinions. One thing about what we do is we open ourselves up to people's opinions. And we get that. Yeah. We understand. We put it out there, but and that comes with it. But I never hover on that.
That's right.
I never. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep moving.
That means you bound to evolve. Ain't no stopping you. No hedges, no limitation.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Straight elevation, exploration, like up, up, up. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And best believe you rocking with God, so you ain't got to worry about if you got a parachute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Like, that was so deep right there. Did y'all catch that?
Did you catch it?
Like,
did you catch it?
For real.
You rocking with God. You don't need no parachute.
Man. For what?
And I've always lived in that path because, people see me, I'm from D.C., Southeast D.C., and during the crack epidemic and earlier, D.C. was not a safe place. It was not a place where, like, you know how you love your city, but you can't not acknowledge what you've been through. And I always say to me, like, I'm still here despite me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have went past that. And there was only a presence of a higher power that kept me here.
Yes.
And once I got to that point in my life where I realized that, like, girl, you still here.
Man.
you ain't got no choice to be great.
That's
you
right.
You better be great.
That's right.
You know, you better leave a mark on this world.
And it just feel good though when you accept that as knowing, don't it? Because you be like, all the times that you was frustrated and confused, whole time somebody was already there. They was just waiting for you to get to the peak to say, I'm done. I understand. You know,
or to get you to get the lesson.
Thanks for elevating me to who I am or what I'm supposed to be conducting in. Yeah, you know.
And sometimes it takes us a little longer to get the lesson.
It does.
You know, but you get it.
Yes.
And once you stand, and since I've been standing on that, I just feel like things come to me.
That's how it's supposed to be. Because, see, it's naturally supposed to come to you anyway.
Right.
You're just in a lot of distractions.
You're in distractions.
You know what I'm saying?
I say that too.
Once you get that locked down in your head, because we don't know where the distractions come from, you just know they're there.
Right.
You know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
You can see them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't. But even then, it's hard to remove yourself from it because that distraction could be your family.
Yeah.
You know?
Close.
Yeah.
Anything close to you.
Anything close to you.
Be like a fat kid, like cake.
Yeah.
Pizza. You know, it just comes like that. That's what it's attached to. But learn the differences, you know.
See it for what it is. Yes. And I accept people for who they are. I never walk into any person I meet or who I, you know, not even my inner circle, just in my circle at all. Be you. Yes. Be who you. You don't have to act like you're not whatever. Now, it's on me if how you project is something I'm into or respond to. But don't come. I don't like when people try to change who they are to be around.
And then you know, I see a lot of people do it in business perspectives by just saying it's business. But that's why I always tell people, Bam, you're gonna get me business or my personal life.
I'm the same one.
I'm not switching up because you know what? I ain't no actor. But I can act.
Right.
I got the license now. I can produce. I can go, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always be me, even in those positions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to change who I am because at the end of the day, I got to be me.
I got to be me. And I cannot put up airs of something that I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of work to be. I like it better when I could just be me and you either get it or you don't.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? Being me, even if it is a business, being me when I do get into business, yes, I'm about your business, but you got me to represent it. So that means I'm not going to put you at failure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't going to sign me up with a... what is it? It's like a contract when they bring you on to the job, and then expect me to act like a different person.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you want to take me for who I am. I'm still going to conduct and proceed the right way.
Especially if you pursued me.
You know?
If you came to me.
Yes.
Well, you already know. I don't need to do no introduction or explain. That's one thing I am about. I do not like explaining myself to people.
Man.
You know, explaining my character or who I am or, you know, I just feel like you either get it or you don't.
That's right.
I'm a very complex individual. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I thank you for even saying that because a lot of people don't say that. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
But that's very good to be like that too. You know, that's self-observing, especially how your thoughts. So, because I do that too, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a good person, you know what I'm saying?
It comes with awareness.
Yeah.
It does. And I ain't going to say I've always been that way, but it does come with awareness because I feel like in order for you to represent you in the world, you got to know who that is. And if you don't know who that is, you met people who are chameleons, whatever the group is they with, they like that. And if you see them a week later with a different group, they a different way. Like people, I think that's a natural survival mode that we have, you know,
especially due to traumas.
Yeah, we want to be accepted, we want to be a part, and I've never been that kind of person. Like,
me either. Even through my traumas.
Yeah.
I always endured and persevered. I
didn't mind. I didn't care about being different. I didn't mind if people, like, if you talk to my sister, and she'll be like, yeah, she been weird. She always, whatever.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My cousin called me, and we grew up together. And she said, you know what, cousin? We used to make fun of you, but I'm glad you a unicorn because you fucking that shit up.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
You know what I'm saying? After a while, they come to say.
I was like, yeah. Okay. She
That's
was like,
right.
but it's those moments you get that tell you like, oh, okay, yeah, I was different back then, but in my head I always knew that I'm gonna be. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I started but I started in theater very young. I knew I wanted to be on a stage. I knew I wanted to be creative in some aspect. But I didn't get introduced. When I got introduced to rap, that just opened it up for me.
Yeah.
Because now I can express what I'm thinking in my songs and my words and my poetry. And once I got introduced to that, I was like, all right, this is my thing.
Yeah. That's right.
This my thing.
And it kind of works as a therapy, too.
Oh, man. Music is my therapy every day.
People they always say, oh, black people don't go to therapy and do all that. But they don't understand. Truly, you are your therapy.
You are. I always say music is my therapy. If you date me, hey, listen, you might get a song, bro. You know,
right?
I'm just saying that's how it goes. Especially if like I wrote this song on one of my previous albums called Wise Man, and it was about relationships I've been in, and it wasn't about one particular dude.
Right.
It was like a culmination of all of them. You know.
That's dope.
And before I put it out, I was like, "Ooh, they gonna know. Somebody gonna say, I done called this person that name. Because there were things in it that I would say." And when I put that song out first, I was like, and my sister was like, girl, fuck that. Put your song out. And it was true. People did say that. They were like, oh, you didn't have to talk about. I was like, I wasn't talking about you.
Right.
But the fact that you caught that line resonated because I done said that to you before. So now you get it, you know. But and then I stopped worrying about it.
Yeah.
I don't even worry about it. Somebody gonna find something.
Yeah.
So
always.
But
it's okay, as long as you're doing what JUSBAM supposed to be doing.
And when I do that song live, and other women come up to me and they be like, "Girl, I need that in my playlist. I know that dude.
Yeah,
I need to say this to somebody. I need to say this to somebody." And I be like, "Okay, that's what I'm talking about."
Right. Now you feeling it? That's how it's coming.
It don't matter who thought what, but when it resonates with other people, I love that part.
Yes,
I love that part.
But just tell them, Van, what you got cooking up, like.
Oh man, okay.
You can really tell them already what you did, and just sprinkle them about what you got coming.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of have to. So, last year in 2025, I went from being an independent, I owned my own record label to being a signed artist to a major independent label. They're still independent, but up a notch from where I was. Yeah,
that's still good.
Still good.
Yes,
and that has been a journey. It's been a great journey. I can't complain. And honestly, I wasn't chasing a deal. I stopped doing that a while ago. I figured out I could put it out myself and how to work the system and all that. But it just came upon me. I ended up doing a verse on one of their artists, their jazz musician. He made a jazz song and he needed a verse. And I wrote a verse for that and I sent it to them. And then like a week later, they called me and they was like, you know what? We need someone like you to represent hip hop in our label. And I was like, oh, okay, you got your girl. What you need me,
Yeah.
And then the more I got to talking to them, they specialize in jazz and Latin pop, and they're based internationally. They're based in Spain, and they wanted a hip hop artist who represented lyricism and that old school feel and the true meaning of what the hip hop is, not a gimmick. And they were looking for someone to sort of help them understand how that system works, the underground, the independent works, and eventually I'll be a partner.
That is so awesome.
Yeah. So now I'm in the phase was I dropped a new single called Hey Listen. Make sure y'all check that out.
Okay.
And that was like a full circle moment too, because they went back to my previous albums and sampled me on the hook of that song. So it was like, it's like saying, okay, here's the old BAM with the new BAM. We bringing the family together.
Okay.
And this is how we're going to come out. And that song has been doing exceptionally well, especially internationally.
I am so proud of you, BAM.
So it's been
great.
And
that's good because, like you said, people get self-centered when they talk about contracts and you being independent already. So the fact that you really, got them peoples to come out and actually, know you from
and knew and went back and looked and researched.
Yes, that's a blessing.
It was crazy because when they first came to me, they came and they were like, "Okay, look, we've talked it over. We really want you. What are your terms?"
Yes.
I was like, "Whoa!" I told my mom, "Ain't nobody asked me that before."
Right.
And then I had to really sit back and go, "What are my terms?" You know what I mean? Like what is it that I need that I can't do for myself? I was really thinking in that space of, okay, yeah, they got more money. Yeah, they can put a little more leverage somewhere. But what is it that I really, really need?
Yeah.
And I came up with a proposal, and I was like, this is a wide shot, Mama. I don't know.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna say no. They ain't gonna say yes to all of this,
Yeah.
And I reached out to my friend, and he was like, nah, you should send it. I said, okay. I sent it. Didn't flinch. They were like, oh, we accept all of this.
Yes.
What do we need to do next? And from there, they sent me the contract, and I was like, I was still like in shell shock a little bit. Like, I got everything I asked for. I own my masters.
Yes.
I run my publishing. They ain't gonna. I keep my name.
Yes.
Like these are things that I knew I wanted.
Yes.
And they said yes.
And those are good foundations that you really wanted, because nobody never knows how it go, but you got a good heart, and all you want is to stay where you at.
Yeah, I want to just take me to another level,
because I'm still in the process of working and becoming greater. I don't want to be in a process of building so much to where you have to revamp all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we be so ordained original, because we be stuck in that, isolation path. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm already knowing we gonna be, going to 2050. I'm just bringing this in perspective how you got with your team. That's beautiful, because I'ma always create and always be out the box with it too. But at the same time, I want to keep my authenticity.
Yeah, I want to. I didn't want. And why would I sign to a label who's going to change me? And they don't want to do that.
Yes.
They respect my opinion. And in my contract, I always want a seat at the table. I always want to be in the conversations of where my image is, what my marketing is. They were like, sure. Yes. Sure. And that was a lot of things that was keeping me from staying, that kept me independent, because I've been through those situations where they say you talented, but then when you get in the room, oh, we want to change your hair. We want to change your lyrics. We want to do this. No, I thought y'all said I was dope.
Yes. Right.
Wait.
Why we got to start
doing? Why we doing that? That ain't even me.
Right.
I make this analogy all the time. People always say, you'll get more followers if you shake your booty on the string. Girl, I look stupid.
Yes.
I don't even do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would I
do that?
Yeah.
To get follows. People who know me, I'm like, what's she doing?
Right. Now, why that's going to be looking like you.
Looking uncomfortable. Looking crazy.
Right.
I ain't going to do that. Nah, I ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
And I found people who's like, yeah, you don't want to do that? Okay. Nah, you don't do that. It's simple. So it's been like that. One of the hardest things, though, I had to do is in my contract, I've been a part of my independent.
Yes.
But signing them, I had to remove my label from my name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to go through all of my social media and marketing and take my logo down, and switch out my record label, which is Love Is Life, for my new label, which is Groove Relations. And Tasha, I thought, oh yeah, we gonna do this.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Really?
Yeah, it was so hard. Like, I didn't think I would struggle with it like that. And then when you go and look at the history and how far back you gotta go.
Yeah, and you had this.
Yeah, and I was like, I built this.
I know, yes.
Yeah. And then I swear, Spirit spoke to me.
But that was him. Out with the old, in with the new.
This is part of the process.
Yes.
This is in order for you to let that go. It ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
Cultureville, my show is still under that umbrella, that entertainment umbrella. And my label was the same way. They was like, yeah, you can rock your Love's Life stuff. You can do whatever.
Because that's what you call a cloud now, Bam. that never is going no way. That's your cloud anytime, any day.
I
While
like
you
that.
doing what you doing and you come across creative other people's, Cultureville is still in effect.
Yeah, it's a cloud.
You
I
know?
like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that I didn't think I was gonna struggle, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? And after I did it, and I was like, okay, because now to the world is showing, oh, she's done. And I thought in the end of the day, it made me feel like, okay, yes, this is an official recognition that you have changed the game.
Yes.
You know, even though you've done all this with that, people who come see you now, yeah, they can go back and look. Oh, she used to have her own label. Okay, now we get it. But this is like your introduction as an artist, not an independent, you know, artist. See, you know, hustle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best part about being signed is not having to do everything.
That's right. You know, just stuck at that one part.
Yeah.
But that is so great that we is talking about this, because I'm quite sure it's a lot of artists is still out here that want to know, especially going independent wise. You know, like you said, it was so much you had to do, but to come together and be in partnership, and it's you and them now, they can handle more of the reflexes of things.
The
versus
little
you,
stuff. Yeah.
Why you
little
could just
stuff.
be just bam.
Because, you know, you get, you know how it is when you wear a lot of hats. You do this, you check the boxes, and then at the end of the day, the artistry gets lost, because now you done did all this.
Just so you can get to this point.
Just so you can get it. Now you like, oh,
you
geez.
like, man, I had this on live. I had to go over here and do
go
this.
Here and do that.
I do feel you, and it does get so frustrating. But when you determine, you're gonna make it
keep
happen.
It going.
You hear me?
Keep it going.
And to know that you did all of those constructive avenues to get to for just bam, to present with just bam is that's more than overachieved.
And
you know,
it has made me fall back in love with what I do with the hip hop, with the music, with the writing, with the creating, because I just get to be that. You know,
yes,
I just get to be that, and I didn't know how much I missed it,
right?
Because I just, you know, you moving, you do it, you just do it, and to get to sit back and be
enjoyable,
enjoy, know? Like I'm working on my album now, and it's just, you know, it's like they're like, look, well, we got a single. Single's doing great. We believe we got it. Go make your album. Do that. Don't just do that. And I'm like, oh, great. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You know what I mean? I still have to engage and do my part. Yes. But I'm not constantly. I'm not thinking about the budget and where I'm going to get the production and da. You know, it's in, and my team is so supportive. It's like, I got this idea. Y'all think we could do this? And then we make it like that. And they be like, oh, okay. And they'll send me a track. Yes. Okay. You know. Yes. No hassle. No. Yeah, no, there's nothing. And then I've always had a recording studio wherever I lived. I always make them, build them, whatever. It could be a closet sometimes, but I have an actual garage I converted. And I was telling them, I was like, well, I have a studio to record, but I'm not a great, you know, mixer, and I can engineer myself. And they were like, you ain't got to do all that. All you need to do is send us a clean stem. Yeah. And they gon'. Tasha, that's it's crazy. I know. I record, I get it nice, as long as it ain't no fans. You know, like it's a clean. I send it to them, they send it back. It's mixed. They put it together, and then I'm in love with the song again because I hear it differently, the new way. Like, yes. And it's been mind blowing. Yes. I was like, so much technology. Yeah, I'm like, it's so good. So, yes. It's making me feel like an artist again. That is what's up. Yeah, and I think that's the groove you have to stay in, because that's where you're going to shine the brightest. I think so, too. It's just making me just inspired again. Yes, and that's so awesome. I'm so glad you came here, Bam. And then you letting the peoples be a little insighted upon you. You know what I'm saying? Or what just Bam like to do, y'all. Not what just Bam got to control, work with. It's what she want to do. And that's so exciting. I'm glad I got my platform here just for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want y'all to feel like y'all supposed to be special. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put in hard work. Yes. You know, I'm not going to, like I
tell them all the time, I'm not just bringing anybody on here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm being biased or anything else, but the real people need to get their flowers while they're here.
While they're here.
Whether if it's just us having a conversation and I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? From my heart or how I feel. Not the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Just by what I know of you.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can enlighten you to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You can see me as part of an angel group like, yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? She took that introduction of me very well. You know what I'm saying?
And your audience may be people that never knew me before. Or you're introducing me to your audience. I'm introducing you to my, we're working together. And I love that concept when people have it, because I think we do get caught up in competition a lot. You know, I know you're not the only podcast, you know what I'm saying? But why can't we all share in representing that our thing, our city, whatever?
And hopefully in the future, just for a little insight with y'all, we can maybe put that together, man. Because we do have a good team here. And we can get them to cast us, and it could be different podcasters on one set. You know what I'm saying? Everybody representing what they have to do, but we have a good meaning behind it.
Okay, you know how hard it would be to get egos in play.
I know.
A lot of people ego would have stopped them from asking me. When even when you came to me, you know, oh, I don't want her to think that I'm copying or I'm doing what she. And we didn't even have that vibe.
No, at all.
You know what I mean? Like it's hard because people have that. People egos get in the way.
I know, because and people like us, we look over it because we understand and know. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones that don't understand and know to take it a different perspective in this way. You know, like, oh yeah, you hate and you doing all that. And yeah, we could probably see that as you, but we moving forward because we knowing what we supposed to do.
What we supposed to do.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like take no breaths. Like, hold on, I know you think I'm hating. You know, no, it's like, if that's what you want to do, work on that. My energy got to be, you know, this
exactly. Like when you came on the show, I was like, oh, so you gonna make a show like mine? No, I was like, girl, look, this is what you gotta do. What you want to do? How you want your show to be? I'm like, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But people aren't like that. You know, people will shut that door for you.
Yes.
So you don't see how they make it, or you don't see how it goes. And I just think if we get out of that mentality, we could blow the city out.
Man.
We could blow it up.
We are good. We supposed to be good. What they say, custodians for the peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I don't get where they had a lack of sense of being or just picking up that part. If you can be your good custodian self, that's positive attitude. That's great production moving forward. But to sit there and be stagnant and look at a motor,
and be in your little silo and be in your circle and not go outside of your group, you know.
It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And we do have a right to talk about it because we know how we move. And to see something like that happen, it's just like, that's not right. And also, it ain't fair because why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? What's making you create to be like that? I can't be you. I can't get up and put your pants on, tie your shoes, wipe your butt, eat what you eat. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you better. You know what I'm saying? You ain't better than the next person. You just better in your own existence.
And we are supposed to spread our knowledge, share the knowledge, share the information. You know, I do the same thing when it comes to music. If an artist comes up to me and asks me a question about publishing or marketing, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna give him information. I ain't like, nah. Right. You know, I just feel like that's what we're here for. We did the work so we can help other people, right? You know, that's what Spirit tells me to do.
And that's what it's supposed to be done. But people get caught up in the money.
Yeah, my ego.
It's like, you got to pay to know this level. You got to do this. It's like, if I tell you this, just this little bit might shoot you off. How you worried about where it's going to get shot off at? All you need to worry about is what you already know that's certified, and they asking you.
And keep it moving. And be an example.
Exactly. Lead by example.
Lead by example.
Yo, the residual going to come, like I said last night. I ain't worried about nobody taking my money. My money is spiritual. God is collectively.
Oh, I like that.
You know, gonna give it to me. I don't have to worry about. I'm gonna be great and do what I want to do and what I'm supposed to do. It's not forceful. It's not, you know, projected of like this is what. No, it's determined to happen. It's what I have to do.
And if you do things for money, it does. You'll do anything. That's what I look at it. And especially in this hip hop industry, if you even have that, they will eat you alive because they know that you will do anything. Right. So I've always started to stand on that. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I do this because I love what I do because it's a part of me. It's something that it gives me passion, something I've been doing since I was a little kid. If I was to go and only did it for the money,
man,
I'd be Diddy by now or something. That's how those things happen.
Then did so much stuff. It ain't. And what is enthusiasm to me? I'm just sitting there in my thoughts now, like shit. What is it to do? I done did every goddamn.
I done did that. Yeah.
Like
what are you offering me? If you're not offering me like spiritual, in my relationships, I'm the same way. Yes. I don't care about what a man got, how much money he got. I don't need your purse. I don't need, I don't need no $200 date. I don't need any of that.
Right.
You could go buy me a book from the thrift store and I would be just as impressed by a Tiffany bracelet. Grateful.
Yes.
Because you took the time to see what I liked. I like to read. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I've always not let the money be my catalyst.
Yes.
It's not what drives me.
That's right.
Yeah. And what I find is when you do that, money comes to you.
Because I'm telling you, who is residual is our Father. That's our spiritual wealth. It's already in the residual.
It's already there.
And I know that for the comfort of how long we have came along and just stuck together. Like, every time I see somebody like, dang, you just be with your brother, like the way y'all moving. It's like, we've been like this since peas in a pot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't no act, ain't no front. It's just like real dog rugged coming out hard.
And people see you ride for your brother. You know what I mean? I said that when I first met you too. I was like, wait, I need you on the show. Where you need to bring her up? Because I see that in your determination to do a close. I know it's supposed to be by me, but
I know.
And you saw that, like, okay, my brother out here doing these shows, and he performing. Let me put him in some drip.
Yes.
Let's get us some clothes. Now we gonna rock this everywhere we go. Now you got A West and them rocking your stuff. I see other people rocking it.
Yes.
And I'm just like, that's how you do it. That is how you do it.
That is.
You start with investing in your own.
That's right. And loving that part though. Get so overwhelmed with it and loving that. That's what I'm telling you, because we done came more than 10 years with it. So that's why I speak with so much compassion and I move with so much compassion. And, it's because it's like we put in a lot of hours, what I'm saying, by doing what we love to do, you know what I'm saying? Paying attention to one another, showing that self-love, that self-confidence, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter what nobody else say.
What nobody's saying. If anything, you repping.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And that's what speaks volumes to me, for the energy to collectively come for what it is now. It started off with one logo. Now we at 36.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We going to 2050. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's like, I'm going to keep building more for the mind to keep attracting creativity. You know what I'm saying?
It keeps expanding.
So that's why I ain't giving it up, because when he been doing it for so long, it's like, bet, we ain't going to never run out of hot. You know what I'm saying? We dripping lava there. And
then you got your son learning that he going to be a beastie over there. I'm like, yeah.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
And that's what I told them. Like, and nothing is forceful, because they always know I'm not finna bring you something and just shelve it to you and tell you, this is the way you going to make it. No matter. No. You got your own life. I want you to come willingly. Because that's where you're going to get the most excitement. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something you want to see done. You want to see us put this together. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm going to put this. I got something to say. You want to do it. And that's what make the project perfect. You know what I'm saying? And nobody is perfect, but the fact you got your authentic energy coming to it, using that, it turns out great.
And it's not lost, because the fact that Mikey has that support pushes him, because this industry is hard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard being independent. It's hard trying to get people to listen to you when you're not quote unquote famous. But when you look at his campaign and stuff, you always see y'all backing him up.
Yes.
You always see, and to me, that's more important than anything because you have that. You have that back. You have that. You know people gonna keep you grounded.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna let nobody come in and tell you no crazy nothing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got that other ear to say, hey.
Right. Because, and then that's another thing, because I just support the other part about the mind thing. If it's like, handle you, you know what I'm saying? Get to your best self for you. I'm your big sister, so I'm gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I know it takes a lot to be an artist and to put and create certain curricular things for people to understand and their sense of being and moving. You know, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I just started. I always knew that I was a big CEO though, because it's
you just got that vibe
that
to you.
mentality, like, so it's
Right.
like I just took full charge then, like what better other person is it? Like, I'm better step into this now, you know, because I love him that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna let nobody else critique you and make you try to do this, because I know who you are. And I know we gonna get the best domination out purpose if you can do your authentic self, where you don't have to be froze.
Authentic self always shines.
You don't have to worry about going to recycle what you gotta say to this, you know. You can just flow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know I got your back. I know it's going to be hot. It's not because I'm your sister. It's because I know the determination and the effort you put in to go.
It.
You know what I'm saying? So,
your brother is good.
He
Ain't no
is.
denying it.
And I tell him, through over the years, we even said it too, like, practice really makes perfect, y'all. You never give up on something that you passionate about. You become great. You see the
growth.
Difference. You know what I'm saying? Even when you be pressured, but it's like it's busting the pipes now because you just so pressured.
Like, even in his performance, you see his confidence come up more and more every time he do a show.
Yes.
Every time his mic technique is improving every time. And that comes from being here, learning how to understand how these things work and being on the mic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is there.
Yes.
And having that, you can't lose.
You can't lose. You can't lose. You
can't
do nothing but bring out your best authentic self. And that's what people need to know. That's what we need, though. We need the real vibrations of people doing real things.
Right.
You know, we got the narratives, people getting together, clicking up, running this to do this. That's not even who it is. They just got a narrative going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We really need the real deal. Like, stop trying
to
separate that.
Stop trying to separate that.
Like,
and stop trying to put people against each other. You know, let me say that again.
Yes.
Stop trying to put people against each other. There's one thing about competitiveness. I agree. Even as MCs, we're competitive. You know, we are. But everybody's not the same.
Right.
You know, just because I'm a female rapper don't mean I can't like all the other female rappers. I love them.
Yes.
If they dope, they dope. You know, it doesn't mean that you can't support everyone else. I want us to get out of that mind frame.
I do too. And it's like, I don't understand how the ones that come after, the ones that pave the way for you to understand, if that's even the avenue you want to do, you don't want to give it recognition. I would. You know, if I was to get out here and do it, I want to be like, yo, Queen Latifah. You know, I want to have that sense of being of intelligence, that self-preserve, that, you know,
longevity,
dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Being
like,
able to flex as time goes on.
Like, I will acknowledge that in every interview, whatever I was to do, you know what I'm saying? And let them know, like, this is where my words come from, too. And to look, I ain't have to live them lady lives, but I'm still a black woman in my skin.
I would be remiss to sit up here and say I've been rapping my whole life and I don't know Salt and Pepper. I don't know MC Light. I don't know, Queen Latifah. I don't know, like, I didn't listen. That's how it feels to me. And even now, like, if I hear a song of an artist, a local artist, and that's dope, I'm posting it, I'm sharing it, and I'm putting it in my stories. And people, it seems weird. And I'm like, why?
Why is that?
Because you rap. So?
It don't matter.
I listen to other people.
Right. That's true.
We get stuck in that. So, you'll go and play the Jill Scott album, but you won't play the new JUSBAM because you rap. Come on. Let's go.
Let's stop
Let's
it.
stop
it.
Let's stop that.
Yes.
Can we stop that? And I'm not just talking to this particular city. I see this narrative in a lot of cities.
Yes.
Where they're so afraid that if you support someone else, it's going to take away your spotlight. And that's not what it does.
It's not.
They don't go, oh, well, Bam's the dopest female. No, it'd be like, Nashville got a lot of dope female
females.
rappers.
Yes.
That's what that
That's
does.
supposed to do. That's what it is.
Let's go down
right.
there and see what they
Big
doing and get some of these girls. The same way with the fellas. Like the word shouldn't be, oh, this is better. Like it should be, Nashville, man, they creative content is coming through. You seen this podcast? You seen that?
Yes.
Tasha got this. So and so got that.
Yes.
If we did that
would open up light to other ones too and bring the community in strong
together.
And nobody will be in competition because you will have your own vamp style.
We're all different.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
All, yeah.
And just to have that difference but come together and do it together it's immaculate. Because we're not worried about you looking like nobody else. It's us creating the whole vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
You
people always, the biggest discussion is, does Nashville have its own sound? Well, if we created one, how about that? Oh, y'all don't think we have one? Okay, well, let's get together. Let's do a festival where we show all of our artists.
Yes.
Country, rock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's do
Pop
that.
rock.
Pop rock.
All of it.
Let's do that. Or let's have a in Atlanta. At least twice a month, you can go to a creator content convention where they got all the podcasters in one room, all the content creators, and they share ideas and information. When we do that.
Right. When have that came. Exactly.
When other people from other cities come and do it, and we show up, and we go, but we don't do it for ourselves.
That's right.
That's the thing. If we I say this not just to Nashville, I say this to every major city. If you look at the example of it, people always bring up Atlanta and New York and Dallas. You want to know why that works? It's because they work together and they lock it down.
Yes.
You got to come here and deal with us. We got everything here.
Yes.
You got to come here and deal with us. And if we get that, there's no stopping us. There's no reason why Nashville shouldn't be the number one city for music, not just country. It should be the number one
city for music, different genres, everything.
Everybody, because all those people come here and
by
record.
this being the music city, though, because you don't got no other state that's labeling themselves as a music city. Come on. So that's another determination to why it needs to be all genres opened up, because this is what it does.
And if you go and look at the history of the industry and talk to industry professionals like A&R and record labels, Nashville is at the top of everyone's conversation.
Yes.
And in the 2000s, every major artist had to come through here to record.
And guess
if you
what?
wanted that sound, you come here.
This is the center of the universe.
We right here in the middle of everything. Right. So
that's something too. While we just talking, I'm just elaborating. Like,
you can get anywhere in 8 hours. That's Nashville. You can get to Florida. You can get to the East Coast. You can get up north. You can get to Chicago. You can go all these places. Right through here. And I just think we need to see that.
Yeah.
We need to see that. And a part of that is we need to travel. I love to travel. I will go do a show in a place I've never been.
I do too.
Because I want to see what they hip hop like. I'm going to hang out with them and see what they be doing.
Right.
Who over here? Like, what y'all got? And a lot of artists don't want to do that. If you do that, and I respect those that do.
Yes.
I respect those that do.
I do too. We respect y'all for doing that. It needs to be a lot more to do that. You never know where you might end up, what opportunities could land with you.
Yeah. And again, it's that collaboration part. If you got 5 artists together and y'all equally hot and have a base, do a tour.
Yeah.
Find what cities y'all at. Go there. And just like we do these showcases and stuff, go do it there.
Yes.
In a car, everybody chipping for gas. That's where the school I come from.
Yeah.
In that grind. I remember having to go take my albums to the record stores, having to go back there and get my money.
And best believe that was rooted in before your times came. So for you to get to that time and be doing things that was already like that, because it got from word of mouth through tapes and cassettes and stuff.
Yeah.
They had sent people in there and get to talk about, you ain't heard about Run DMC. They got this. You got a group of people. Now you got the other people heard them people. They like, oh yeah, I need that.
That's how I
album.
used to. Yeah, I need that. Who is that?
They doing what? And that's still that's still useful for today, no
I
matter how.
still use it. I wish we
Right.
could go back to that. That was
Yeah.
more fun. The streaming has killed
Mm-hmm.
the contact of marketing to me.
Yes.
Because I remember you had to we printed our
Print
CDs, we boxed them up, we would go to the rec store, ask them if they would put it up, and don't let them put us on the shelf with the little
Yes.
display. We was booming in, not just in the
Right.
aisle. And then you had to come back. You had to keep up with how many
When
you
you
gave
had-
them. You had to keep up with your. It's so easy now. That's why we don't know how much we get paid.
Yeah.
That's why we just now figuring out we only making 0.11 cent on a stream because it was so you just upload it.
Yeah.
Back then you had to go get your cash, and if you
And
sold,
you had to figure out
what to sell it
because
for.
it was word of mouth wherever it was at too.
Yeah, you had to
didn't
go to
just
that city and promote.
Yes.
You had to go and get people to come
Come
ask
out.
for the record. Remember that?
Yes,
Oh, you had to
yes.
get people to call the record station to ask for you. Now it's payola. You got enough money, you could do it.
And that's where it's watered down artificial intelligence. Like they
it's
think
watered down.
that there's a bad side to it, just like the other lady said when she was on here. It is a bad side because now you got people, oh, it's the money. As long as my bank account got this, it's like, nah, you killing the culture of what it really is.
Tiffany was talking about AI and how,
Yeah.
that I don't know that chat.
Yes.
I just don't know about that. I
know.
feel so. I like it's making.
But
it
she was saying
convenient,
though, how the way is going to where she have learned, you can go and shut off chat to where chat can't tell you your ideas or what you trying to creatively build.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
because
and
that's all
what
they're
you
doing
want.
is collecting.
That's what you want too,
yeah, they're
because-
just collecting.
Yeah, and that's
information.
What she's doing. And so if you can be able to get in a class to learn that a part about it and then create, that's good because she's actually helping you. Or else you just want to be free form, and that means you just throwing it out there. Everybody else can.
Every time you make that flyer and they all look the same, they're putting in a database so that the next time somebody brown skin with blonde hair goes in there, they.
Yes.
That's all it
That
is.
is.
Yeah. And I don't know. I work in corporate America. I work in IT, and I saw this chat thing coming, and I was just like, you know what? It's going to take all the integrity away because even in corporate life, you don't even have to know how to write an email anymore. You just tell the system what you want it to say. Like, I want to say this in this tone.
Right. It just sent out a different elaboration.
Elaboration of it. And then I saw companies are encouraging their workers to use it when they're talking to customers and when you don't know what to say.
And
but
then a part of them want you to do that because it saves less complication of the thoughts people that's trying to interact to get it.
And make it faster. It's all about
so it's like
getting to
just
the
follow
end.
these concepts. Just do this.
Just do this. Just do this. Just do this. And
Yeah.
but what happens is, and we see it now in social media when you take a look, everybody looking the same.
Exactly.
Everybody, the same flyer regurgitated, the same, because they're all just putting prompts into this machine who only knows this.
Yes.
So, you tell it you want red and blue, it's going to give you the same flyer that the last red and blue person typed in. And I know it's great. It's convenient. It's easy. It's all, you don't need to pay a graphic designer anymore, and you don't. But why not learn how to do it?
But that's why I stay original too, with the uploading back scenes and
Yeah,
all
me
that.
too. I try to keep it. I just
'cause
don't
it's
like
just
to
like
use it.
that's the sense of being of who I really am and what I'm putting out here for you. It ain't about what you just catch on the internet, because I might post, I might not post. But if you could catch me behind some stuff that I'm doing and I'm behind the scenes, I'm enlightening you.
Yeah, I'm
You
giving
know
you
what I'm
information. The social media part of being an artist is the part I hate the most, because I don't want everything I do every moment of every day put up, and
that's because you grown.
I think I've never
I'm just
was
saying,
like
most grown people enjoy times and patient things that they productively doing for themselves. It's not for the world to know.
Yeah, and I feel
everything.
like as an artist, we put ourselves out there. I make songs to bear my feelings. I do I'm always giving you me. So I need a little bit of me for me, and my label. They're about I get it. They're about the business and the one of the first things we talked about. Like, look, I ain't showing people what I eat for breakfast every day. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not showing you my room. I don't want you to see me when I'm not feeling good. I don't want you to see that.
Right.
That's for me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they work with me on that. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, okay, we get it, but I do understand that I have to do it.
Yeah.
You know? So I think we all got to find
the way
that medium where it fits us. But I've always been a very private person.
Yeah. Maybe this is an idea, by you being so private, you could just Snapchat of things that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a book. Bam. Got JUSBAM,
that's good. Yeah, they just say little stuff.
Yeah.
Little notes. Trying.
Instead of just running a cam like, well, y'all ready to go on this 5-day run? 'Cause obviously y'all want to know what's going on.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been trying to be creative with that. Like, that's why I do a lot of podcasts and the performances because they interview you.
Yeah. Right.
So I can use that, and that's my way. It's almost like I can come in the character, right? But it's just too much pressure for me to just be constantly exposed. And I feel like I found a medium. I think, gives me a little bit of evasiveness. And then my point is this: you don't have to be like everybody else,
right?
Just because that's what the thing is. I want to be like Beyonce. She posts one thing and it go viral. She don't post no more.
Right.
Like, you don't see her every day combing her hair and eating her fruit, and you don't see.
Right.
There is a way to do it, and just because that worked for that person, doesn't mean it's for you.
That's right. But always stay in tune with yourself. Respect yourself. Don't let nobody cross over that line, label or not.
Nobody.
It's like, this is my aura. This is who I'm presenting. This is what I'm going to do to stay working in a productive
And
mind.
if you want me to be great, I got to be happy.
Exactly.
You can't be creative if you're not happy.
That's right. And like they say, every day of your life ain't happy. Well, let me tell you something. If you love yourself,
it could be.
Every day can be happy.
Even if I wake up to a bad scenario or that, by the end of the day, I'm back happy.
You hear me?
You know what I mean?
It's like you just looked at yourself like, what? Hold on. I'm me. Like, this ain't finna keep me down. Like,
that'll be fine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's not that bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Yeah, that ain't that bad. We can overcome that.
Yes. For real.
We can get past that. I think that.
And it's a lot of people need to know those sense of beings of emotions, you know what I'm saying, to react them and just like flip them back around, because it's up to you. It's your mind to contract what you want to go on.
And we not perfect. We not saying we ain't never mad. We ain't never sad. We don't never no, that's not what we saying. Exactly. It just don't hold on. We don't hold on to it and keep it and keep that stuff in you all the time.
It's heavy.
Just let it go.
Exactly. It's heavy. Too much to deal with. When they get to me like that, it's like immediately, it's gone.
I'm gone.
Like, I'm on to the next, trying to find something else.
I'll find something to change my mood like that.
Instantly. And that's one thing I do thank God for the discernment to have, because nobody wants to stay stuck, and feeling like something over and over. Uplift yourself. Know that you are more than it. Your volume is 10 times up than what they thought it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep moving. But bam, this has been so beautiful. Like,
I love it. Yes.
And you coming back to the TV show.
Yeah.
So we really gonna turn up for them, bam.
Man, I've been struggling with Cultureville getting all my editing done, but I'm at that point. I got season 3 locked in, and your brother's on that one.
Yes.
So I'm getting it. So everybody out there, I know I love y'all. I am. It's not gone. My episodes still air and stuff, but I had a lot of new ones stacked up. But I got to get. That's what we just saying.
Another thing we got to talk about too, you guys. Be lenient on producers. Artists, everything, when they got a lot going on. Nobody's never forgot about. Just know it's already done.
It's already done.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But just gotta juggle it.
And then it does take a lot to put this stuff together.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go into creativities on different platforms for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I throw my little antics in there, you know, on Instagram, TikTok, and stuff. But when it comes on YouTube, it be a certain way. But I like to keep it plain, natural, as how we shot it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna add the little antic fires, the little sayings, and all that. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to have it briefly. Like this is when it.
But
that's
how your concept. That's how you develop it. That was your vision. That's how you want it to be. You know. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And it's not nothing wrong with it. And that's what I was telling, like, a lot of people. I have actually learned a lot. It's 2 people's that I haven't dropped because it was muted, right? But, like, by me going through all this new technician, I didn't know I didn't unmuted it. Now I'm in the editing process. I'm finna drop it for them because I was scared. I couldn't drop it. Like, one of them, I can't get it out of the mute. And I don't know how. When I done got 2 of them out of being muted. You know what I'm saying?
But you figured out how to do it to make it work.
But when I went and did his to do it, I don't know if it was really like silent, like you can't go in and try to minimize the volume or nothing. But on theirs was running in consecutive together. So it let me pick up the volume. You know what I'm saying? To run on off of that.
You learn how to.
You see me? But like, and on his was definitely separate. You know, he didn't run in consecutive with other interviews. So that's why I was able to untap their mute because that first interview was not muted. You know what I'm saying? And it kept recording. So when AI helped me with that, now I get to go in and cut this stuff down and go ahead and drop there.
Hey, we learn that. You
learn as you go.
You learn, girl.
You know,
it's been so many times like, oh, we should have did this, and this.
Yes.
But now when I walk in, I'm more conscious, you know, of my mistakes.
Yes.
Right? Now you always check, is it on muted?
Yeah. I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Do.
You learn and think of all the things you're learning beyond that. You're learning to edit. You're learning to market. You're learning how to invite guests and how, you know, all those things that all gonna make it better.
Yes, especially when you go into a field like that to be creative.
A creative.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
You keep doing your thing, girl.
You too.
I will always support you in any capacity
you know
I
I'm
can.
gonna support you, Bam. Like, we come in 24 months ago. Come on, man.
What?
You hear me?
What?
Like, I can't wait for the future, man. We're going to do some
gonna
real
keep doing
good things, man.
Keep doing it.
Especially what we got happening. You never know. I ain't going to throw it out here for y'all to know our ideas because we're trying to put it together for it to come out work. But I'm telling you, we're going to come up with something good.
You know what? We are.
We're going to come up with something
And maybe
good.
we need to be the example we were talking about.
We are.
You know, we're talking about bringing people together.
We're going to be that.
Let's show
them.
If we can when we do it, they'll be like, oh.
Yes.
It's possible.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
And then what other way? We done went through so much and learned so much, so it's not like we can't make it be great. You know, especially coaching people through it and letting them know, like, is this what you really want to do? Because you messing with 2 people who really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we coming in professional. We know we doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't wait because that's what the future needs.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That's an ignition for them to kick off.
And to see us, people like us.
Yes, for real.
In the driver's seat.
Man,
that's a big thing.
And I've been praying for that, especially our men's. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, you know, we need to get back to that secure foundation of being safe, not having to love on you or do sexual intercourse, and then just being safe.
Safe, yeah.
Really feeling like you're not even my brother, but that's my brother.
That's my brother.
You know what I'm saying? You're not even my cousin, but that's my cousin. So, you know, and having that self-respect, like, no. You crazy. My brother would kill me. I don't do nothing like that. Don't you see, you know, that self-preservation of someone around to keep you, you know.
Because we had that growing up. We had a neighborhood. We had a bond. We had, and I see it in my kids. On our block, everybody knew everybody mama.
Yes.
You knew if somebody ain't been outside in a couple of days, you go check. Oh, they don't have that. They don't have. I wish they did. I just be one of them too. Cause I'd be like, if we ain't see so and so outside, we gonna knock on their door.
Yes.
Oh, they mama. They went to their dad house. Oh, they at their grandma's. But we go check. Them kids be like, oh, I ain't seen blah 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 in a week. What you mean?
Right. Right.
I go see where he at.
No, seriously, for real. Time has really, really changed.
Yeah, we're all about self. And I think we need to get back to that family.
We do. And I understand it. I get it. They kind of say families as cults. You know what I'm saying? That's the most people you going to pick up with a lot of trajectory and all of, you know what I'm saying? Because it's in the
But
one.
to be family, we ain't got to be blood.
No, right. But I just think that, like, no, it's all type of different emotions, reactions, but everybody supposed to understand that to come together to learn a sense of being of loving each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
as a person.
As a
just
person.
People.
And once you start seeing that, you will want to be a great person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, I really got some dope people around.
You
know
what I'm saying? Like you look around like, oh, they yeah.
You know,
and it boosts you.
They do. It really does.
There we go. We'll be that for each other. You know
exactly. We got to anyways. We got to bring that strong love back in because what they don't realize, women run this month. For real.
For real.
For real. Like, I know y'all don't want it to be like that, but we the most clever birds. We the most suitable birds. We're going to break it down like mathematicians for real.
Yeah.
And solve it.
You
know? We brought it here. Why can't it?
Why
you
can't
know?
It? Right.
Like, it's just real. And I'm just so happy you came. This is Maniac Collections 2050 podcast.
Maniac Collections
Give them
2050.
Some great inspiration words to lead for them to go off, you know, and become something. You know, just something that's enlightening to them, for them to have a sense of being to relate on.
Okay. I'm going to leave them with this. Do you, somebody gonna like it.
Amen. That's the best way she could have put it. You hear me? Do you, because somebody's gonna like it.
Somebody gonna like it.
And that's how I got it in. Maniac Collection 2050. We going up. Peace.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good.
This was so long. This gonna be great.
Oh, we went over. How far?
But it's cool because it's like gonna be the first one.
I was looking, I was like, he didn't say it.
He did. He usually comes